Spirit in the early days was a little bit of a roller coaster ride.
They were calling us Chapter 11 instead of Charter 1. They were like, you're never gonna last.
When I started, Spirit Airlines was a box truck with 5 DC-9s.
When I started, we had 10 pilots, 5 flight attendants, and 1 airplane.
Ned Homefeld started the company from nothing.
With some airlines, you better take out a second mortgage for round-trip airfare to Florida.
You know, our N numbers on our airplane, our registration numbers, they end with NK.
Ned's kids.
Yeah, that's a true story. NK is for Ned's kids.
For us, we see a lot of opportunities for growth in the future. Doing what's best for our customer, being market-driven as opposed to ego-driven.
Ned was quite gregarious and giving person.
You know that Ned had us name the company, right?
When we became a scheduled carrier, Spirit Airlines went from Charter 1, and then he let the employees pick the name.
And we came up with Spirit Airlines.
We're simply unbeatable.
Catch the spirit of Spirit Airlines.
In the early days of Spirit, we were pretty small.
We almost didn't make it a few times. There was a time in Atlantic City where all the lights went out. Our airplanes were coming in at like 6:15. We needed to get all of our airplanes off of the ground by 7 o'clock or we were grounded. So here you see Ned out there throwing bags in the airplane. I mean, we did whatever we had to do. It was amazing.
We just hung in there, and it was the employees were like, we can do this, we can do this.
We were in growth mode, and Ned was still running it as a mom and pop operation.
We literally checked in people by a paper manifest, by pen, wrote down seat assignments.
You get to a certain point where you can't do that anymore.
We went from being a family-owned company to a public traded company, which definitely was a big change for the best.
Before we were basically called a low-cost carrier, then all of a sudden now, Ultra got put in front of low-cost carrier, and we're going, what is this? Ultra low-cost carrier?
It was a whole different world.
We were on the front of that wave.
What Spirit introduces is this idea that we're going to take a luxury good and turn it into something that more people can do with more frequency.
That's when I believe that some of the legacy carriers were kind of sitting there saying, wow, these guys are growing up.
It was about being different and about being a company that thinks outside the box.
And that's when we really started to take off.
And now, look around, it's got a huge hangar now and over 100 aircraft.
We were going to be Spirit Airlines, and people were going to recognize us and know us.
The idea of unbundling, it worked out well, all right? Because the other carriers slowly and quietly started to go ahead and take the same ideas and stuff that Spirit initially had, and they started doing the same thing.
Everybody's come along with that plan, unbundling their products. It's enabled Spirit to grow exponentially.
It was wild. Everything was fun to us.
It's been a powerful growth story.
This is just the beginning.
Spirit's always been that little engine that could, and we did, and we're still doing it because of the employees.
The company is the people who work there, and we're reflective of each other.
And I've become part of the family where we stuck around and had a good time.
This is my home. I'm staying here till the end.
Here we are 30 years later, and I think we're doing pretty good.
I think we've always been like a family, and I really do think the employees think that it's, you know, part of their extended family. It's just a great company.
Catch the spirit of Spirit Airlines. Do it now. Climb on board. With every fare you're saving more. Catch the spirit of Spirit Airlines. Up we go.